So watch how shitty Vox is. This is Vox. They have a video out explaining who's in the lead and who's not. Watch their metrics. Are you ready? First of all, guess who they leave out?
Under a week since he declared.
Look who they leave out. Tulsi Gabbard. Who the fuck do they have? Who the fuck are these people? That looks like Steve McQueen's uncle.
I don't know who that is.
This looks like Brian Williams' uncle.
I don't know who that is.
That guy. Oh, that's Tim Conway up on the left.
Why is he running?
They got a bunch of people I never heard of, but not Tulsi Gabbard.
Jimmy, isn't that Brian Williams' uncle over here?
Yes.
The lower left, isn't that the guy from Queens of the Stone Age?
That's BJ Porter.
Look how sinister he looks. He looks like a villain. He's like looking sideways.
A lot of these guys look like just the same, like they're named Martin, same guy.
There's our boy.
There he is, Pete Buttigieg.
Right, stepped right out of the West Wing.
So here's the video. Let's play it.
I don't know who that guy is.
I have no idea either.
That's Wallace
We
Shawn.
said it was Tim Conway.
Wallace Shawn. Never get involved in a land war in Asia. Tulsi Gabbard is running ahead of Kristen Gillibrand.
Is she really?
Yes.
Surprised me.
She is a major candidate.
She has 60,000, right? She'll be in
Yeah,
the
she
debate.
did.
in the debates.
Okay.
But now she needs 100,000.
What? No, they changed it?
So watch this horrible video.
He's running for president, Joe Biden is already the political establishment's leading candidate. Our 2020 Democratic endorsement tracker now shows Biden in the lead with 75 points.
He's in the lead with 75 tracker award points, which have the currency value of just below a Chuck E. Cheese token.
So that's who they have decided is most likely. Those aren't real numbers.
Cory Booker can't even get like 2% of polls.
But do you see what they're using as a metrics? Do you see what they're using? What?
Cory Booker in second and Kamala Harris a close third. Our tracker awards points based on who the endorsement is coming from within the party. So,
Yeah.
Oh,
for
Get
example,
ready.
endorsements from former presidents and vice presidents are worth 10 points, governors 8 points, U.S. senators 6 points, and so on.
What about endorsements from former party chairs who had to retire in shame? Is that worth negative points? Okay.
When we first launched the tracker on the last day in February, Biden hardly had any endorsements, only from Governor Andrew Cuomo of New York, Senator Dianne Feinstein of Alabama, and Delaware Senator Thomas Carper.
You know, all the politicians everybody loves. But
by the eve of his official announcement, he picked up endorsements from Democrats like Stephen Lynch, U.S. Representative from Massachusetts, and Matt Cartwright from Pennsylvania. One endorser, former DNC Chair Ed Rendell, even switched his endorsement from Amy Klobuchar to Biden.
yes.
wow.
That.
Oh my God, Klobuchar must have thrown a casserole across their office.
That's a political move commonly known as the corporatist swap. Yeah, okay. I fucked that joke up somehow.
April 22nd. After Biden announced he was running for president on April 25th, his endorsement shot up to 75 points, catapulting him into the lead. He received 10 endorsements that day.
So
from
they don't
party
have
members
superdelegates, but they're going to act like they have superdelegates by just saying the same thing.
Yes. So they're still going to do this. Even though they got rid of the superdelegates that are not supposed to report, they're fucking just doing it. Isn't that amazing?
It's almost like they're rigging the polls. Almost.
By the
It's
way,
almost like the people at Fox are full of shit and a part of the fucking establishment.
a poll came out today. PPP, is that the Daily Kos one that is? Anyway, Hillary Clinton was in fourth place with 6%. 6%. She's ahead of everybody else except for Beto, Bernie, and Biden. Hillary's in fourth with those people because everyone's completely sane.
I mean,
John Carney.
the funniest possible outcome would be that she runs again. That would be hilarious. I mean, that's like the Muppet Show.
God would not be that nice to me. God would not be that nice to me. Okay.
the governor of Delaware, Alabama Senator Doug Jones,
He's great.
and Pennsylvania Senator Robert P. Casey Jr.
I love all
Biden
these
is-
guys.
Yeah.
These are all
Doug Jones,
good
who barely
reasons.
beat a pedophile.
Yeah.
He's great. He's a good choice. To immediately stab the black people in the back that voted for him. Immediately did that.
That couldn't have gone any worse.
I know.
Like Jack the Ripper.
getting those endorsements from all over the country, which is a rarity thus far.
Says Joe Biden's points are come from across the country, which is a rarity so far. Yeah, I can't think of another time when all the party insiders decided to go for one candidate. I bet if there ever was a time that happened, I bet it turned out fine.
So how many points do they have to get a magazine subscription?
There's other times they did it too. They did it for a guy named Gore. They did it for a guy named Kerry.
Yep.
They did not do it for a guy named Barack
Barack,
Obama.
they did not, no.
They did it for someone named Hillary Clinton. So you can see that their record is fucking awesome.
But what they needed in 2008 was they needed someone who sounded like an outsider who wasn't, and that's why they went with Barack Obama, which is why he was allowed to become president.
Well, at first they didn't, and then they started switching.
Yeah, because they
first they
figured
were-
out that he was on board with them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's compare the top 5 candidates in our tracker right now. Elizabeth Warren has 23 points, all of which come from her home state of Massachusetts. Klobuchar currently has 39 points.
And all of her points came from frightened interns seeking shelter from flying office supplies.
That's true.
The music on this is, I think, what happens when you're being abducted.
All right, I've had enough of this shitty Vox video.
I love that they've got they got that voiceover voice that's like,
Yeah.
here's how we awarded the numbers. That you're just supposed to believe it because it sounds soft.
Yeah.
Like, these motherfuckers sat down and were like, how can we come up with an idea that makes it seem like Bernie cannot ever win?
Ever.
And they came up with the craziest point system that makes no fucking sense.
I think it makes perfect sense. It's like the stress test given by the Church of Scientology. Okay. All right. Wait. Great job, Vox. Way to go. And,
Yeah, but this is all going to get shaken up because
these people
de
go
Blasio's
into,
in.
I just don't understand people going to like I wanted to go into comedy because I like sticking my thumb in the fucking eye of establishment and regular society and like to throw a spitball. When you go into journalism, you're supposed to be doing the same thing. These guys go in there like, I hope I can do a fucking video that props up the establishment. Oh, I can't wait till everything I write is bullshitting and gaslighting the people who turn to me for information. That's what that's what most journalism is in the United States because they all work for the same 6 companies. And people go, well, there's still a lot of good journalism being done. And yeah, if some of those people who are in the middle of doing their good journalism would stop for 5 seconds and go, hey, by the way, everything we're doing is fucking bullshit, and then they could go back to their regular lives. But they don't. They never go, hey, by the way, this is all bullshit. Venezuela, Syria, Libya, Iraq, everything, the way the banks are set up, everything. By the way, I'm going to go back to covering soccer now, but I just want to let everybody know that everything is fucked up.
But can't you appreciate its efficiency? There is such beauty
Yes.
in it all coming from one source. With no moving parts.
Like a singularity.
It is. It's almost spiritual.
The
You know-
uncaused first cause.
Full disclosure, I'm embarrassed of my voting record. I don't know if anybody else is.
I'm embarrassed by your voting record
Thank
too.
you. You fucking asshole. All right. And then I look at somebody, like all of a sudden, what did Biden decided to run on Wednesday, right? After everybody was like, oh my God, you're touching and sniffing too many people. He decided to announce it, right? But how crazy is it? Really, how crazy is it that Tulsi isn't all over the media? The one person who's pro-peace, right? They don't want us to have a good cabinet. They don't want America to lead.
You're exactly right.
If anybody wins who is anti-war, they will be killed. They will be killed.
Okay.
You know what I see? I see a
We'll be
room.
bodyguards.
I see a room full of people frowning because they don't have a war portfolio. Poor me. I'm gonna have to work until I die. Well, you should have planned ahead.
You should have put some money in cluster bombs.
Oh my God, I made a killing.
And then made another killing 8 years later when a little kid tried to pick it up on a beach. I know.
Again, efficiency, Jim.
Come on, we don't bomb beaches, we bomb inland.
Next live Jimmy Dore show is June 5th. That's a Wednesday at Hermosa Beach Comedy Club in Hermosa Beach, California. Go to jimmydorcomedy.com for a link for all tickets. We might be coming to your town. And if you love the show, please become a patron. Please support the show. We give you hours of bonus material every week. And please click that bell and make sure you're subscribed. Even if you think you are already subscribed, they unsubscribe people every day. Just check. Thanks for your support.